Let's welcome in our old friend Jake Brown, host of Mets Daily on YouTube, and my old podcast partner. Thanks for the time.
You're the old one here, not me.
Good point, good point. But, okay, so after weeks of waiting for Kyle Tucker news, the Mets end up with Bo Bichette. Do you like the move?
In Charlotte, North Carolina, I say it's Bo time when I eat a chicken biscuit. Today, I said it's Bo time. They got Bo Bichette. They got the #1 hitter with run and scoring position in Major League Baseball. This is the kind of clutch bat the Mets needed. By the way, a right-handed bat, which they needed. Bo Bichette does it all. And when you talk about hitting a home run in the World Series in the biggest spot possible against Shohei Ohtani, you're talking about a guy with cojones, a guy with a father that played in the big leagues and had success, and a guy who was beloved in Toronto. They are crying in Toronto today. This is a huge addition to the Mets lineup, and a guy that, yes, defensively, we'll see if it works out, but the key is they got the righty bat they needed.
Yeah, no doubt. David Stern says priority is run prevention, but Bichette has never played third base. You got Jorge Polanco on the other side, never playing first base. They could end up with a rookie in the outfield as well. Soto has his moments, of course. Are you concerned about defense overall for the Mets?
Not really, because people don't worry about his arm as much. They worried a little bit about his range, is what everyone's saying, at shortstop. So I don't think he's really a bad defender. And listen, guys have moved from short to third. You can name a couple. There's some guy named Alex Rodriguez who did it and did it pretty well. It's not the hardest thing in the world to do. And mind you, I really think the Mets are going to be better off with Bo Bichette playing half the season probably at DH. You know, if you keep this guy healthy and just keep his bat in the lineup, the Mets have so many third basemen. If they decide to keep Brett Beatty could be your third baseman and Bo Bichette your DH.
Yeah, even with the addition of Bichette, when you look at this lineup, how are they replacing 63 home runs and 218 RBI they got from Pete Alonso and Brandon Nimmo combined?
Well, they realized, let's do the Toronto model, a team that only hit 30 homers by one guy. That was Vladimir Guerrero. No one else did in that lineup. So the reality is actually was George Springer. So when you look at the Blue Jays lineup, that's a team that didn't care about the home run and should have won the World Series. And the Mets are saying to themselves, hey, we should probably do something similar. We had a very top-heavy lineup, and sure, they're not going to have as many home runs potentially, but the reality is they're going to have a deeper lineup. They're going to have a more clutch lineup, a lineup really good with running and scoring position. Bo Bichette had 80 RBIs with running and scoring position. That is unheard of. They also got 50-plus RBIs from Jorge Polanco last year in Seattle with runners in scoring position. And the Mets are going to add a bat. The good thing is the offseason ain't done yet. They're still in on Cody Bellinger. There's still a trade to be had, whether it's Jarren Duran, Luis Robert Jr., Brenton Doyle, or somebody else. The Mets are far from done. They just started cooking. They started cooking late, Figgy, like me last year when I started zesting a lemon for the first time, but it's better late than never.
No doubt. Well, we know you love the Bichette move, right? How much more do you love it knowing that the Phillies had a deal in place and the Mets swooped in and took him away from Philadelphia?
It's incredible. It's an amazing feeling. They offered 7 for $200. The Mets swooped in and took him away. You take him away from a division rival. It makes up slightly for Kyle Tucker getting that absurd contract by the Avengers, a.k.a. the Dodgers. So being a local Philly guy now, don't worry, New York, I'm coming back soon. Gotham will be saved. But I'm very happy that the Mets took him from the Phillies.
Always a pleasure. My friend Jake Brown, friend of the show and host of Mets Daily on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.